leadership. Why was the idea of leadership so important to you? And what is, I know you offer up the idea of 3 balconies of leadership in the book. What are the 3 balconies of leadership? But first, why is leadership so important to you?
You know, we all use the word leadership. And I think we all pretty much mean the same thing, but we are not terribly sure what exactly we mean. So there are a lot of approximations which coalesce into a jelly of a jumble. And I thought I would like to add to that confusion by placing my own views. And I've called it doodles because, as you know, the word doodle in the English language is a bit mindless exercise. And I thought I would offer a point of view. There are political leaders, there are scientific leaders, there are sports leaders, but there are also business leaders. On the subject of what are those 3 balconies, 50 years is a lot of time. And when I reflect back, as my grandmother would have said, had she been alive, she said, you spent your whole life selling soap. And that would be an unfair reprimand, because I think I've derived a lot more out of my professional life than just selling soap. And I realized that my journey is not dissimilar to the journey of any other person in this room. It's like climbing the Qutub Minar, and you get tired after some time, but you reach the first balcony when you learn to run a function. You're the chief marketing officer, chief financial officer, where a group of people who are similarly aligned are all pulled together by you, and that's one level of leadership. I call it the transactional level of leadership. And then the steep climb ahead, the stairs get narrower, you reach what I call corporate leadership. When you find that there are substantial differences of view amongst various functions, and rather than do the functions, you're required to sort them out and get everybody aligned. It's like a bunch of people who are in different directions. And then if you're lucky to carry on with the journey, it really gets steep and thin in the staircase. You reach what I've called societal leadership. When suddenly the view from there of what you have seen earlier is very different. Just like if you go to the top of Qutub Minar, it looks quite different to see the landscape than when you're on the first floor. And I thought I would like to write my book from those 3 perspectives, all of which I have been very fortunate to have experienced and enjoyed.